I'm supposed to go live till about 11 o'clock, but I want to let you hear the speech of Prime Minister Kishida sa joint session po. So, you share the screen. Uh, Kana 11 o'clock lang po ang discussion po. It's
？Honorable Juan Miguel Zubiri, President of the Senate of the Republic of the Philippines, Honorable Fernando Martin Romulares, Speaker of the House of Representatives of the Republic of the Philippines, ladies and gentlemen. The Philippines, with the second largest population among ASEAN countries and more than 300,000 citizens living in Japan, is an irreplaceable partner for Japan.
may 300,000 pa lang Filipinos sa Japan. Ang laki ng population ng dating bansa sa Japan. Didn't know that. It's important for us to listen to Prime Minister Kishida's speech.
I'm honored to have the opportunity to be the first Japanese Prime Minister to speak here at the Congress of the Philippines, which has a long tradition. In 1977, former Prime Minister Fukuda Takeo delivered a speech in Manila in the presence of President Ferdinando Eduardo Marcos Sr. I am reminded that in that speech he expressed his desire to build a heart-to-heart relationship of trust with Southeast Asia, including the Philippines, as equal partners. About a half century has passed since then. Exchanges between our two countries have deepened, and today the relationship between Japan and the Philippines is stronger than ever.
Mhm.
Looking back over the long history of our bilateral relationship, it has not always been smooth sailing.
Mhm.
We cannot forget the endeavor of our predecessors based on the spirit of tolerance, including the pardon of Japanese war criminals by President Kirino in 1953, which paved the way for our two countries to overcome difficult times and build a friendly relationship we enjoy today. Today, Japan-Philippine relationship have reached the point of being called a golden age. This year also marks the 50th anniversary of the friendship and cooperation between Japan and ASEAN. And in December, we will host a commemorative summit.
Hello, Ma'am Lintik. Hello, Brett Chudang. Hello, Bargadan Forever FM. Hello, Echo Vlogs. I am supposed to start 11 o'clock. So, pakinggan muna natin ang speech ni ni Prime Minister Kishida. Okay?
Meeting in Tokyo. Against this backdrop, I am very delighted to have the opportunity to visit Manila for the first time as Prime Minister and to express my views on Japan's foreign policy, including strengthening relations with the Philippines and ASEAN. Ladies and gentlemen, the international community is currently at a historic turning point, and the international order, based on the rule of law that we have taken for granted, is under
Ini-echo po niya ang kadalas sabihin ng presidente natin, si BBM. The rule of law po. So, magkatugma ang prinsipyo ni Prime Minister Kishida at saka si PBBM. So, talagang dapat lang silang magkaalyado.
the serious threat.
No, serious threat is China.
The international community is also facing complex and interrelated challenges, such as climate change and infectious diseases.
Mhm.
Under these circumstances,
Di ba parating ini-emphasize ni President Bongbong Marcos yung climate change? Di ba? Ganyan din ang pananaw ng Prime Minister ng Japan. So, magaling talaga ang presidente natin. Alam niya ang prevailing sentiment ng mga political leaders all over the world. Galing talaga ng presidente natin.
we cannot afford to have the world be divided based on the ideologies and values. At the G7 summit in Hiroshima in May this year, which I had the honor to chair, I listened to the diverse voices of the international community, including those of the countries referred to as the Global South. What I strongly felt there was the need to return to the very basic foundation that everyone can share. What I emphasize as such a foundation is the idea of human dignity.
Human dignity.
There is no better place to stress the significance of human dignity than here in the Philippine Congress. The Constitution of the Philippines stipulates that the Congress shall give highest priority to protecting and enhancing the rights of all people to human dignity. In order for everyone to live with dignity, it is essential to build a peaceful and stable world.
Mhm. Tama. Nag-skip na siya ng imang page, no?
From this standpoint, I confirmed with President Marcos during his visit to Japan in February that we would work together to maintain and strengthen the free and open international order based on
So, nagsimula na. Kinausap na pala ni Presidente Bongbong Marcos si Prime Minister Kishida na nagpunta siya sa Japan. So, he laid the groundwork sa mga sasabihin ni Prime Minister Kishida pati na yung mga 12 barko na ipapadala niya sa ating Coast Guard. Bibigyan tayo ng 12 ships ni Prime Minister Kishida. Kasi naumpisahan na pala ni PBBM nung bumisita siya sa Japan. Kaya importante pa ulit yung pag-travel ni Presidente Marcos abroad. Okay, malalaman natin yan.
the rule of law. Furthermore, during my visit to the United States in January, I expressed my strong determination to defend a free and open Indo-Pacific FOIP.
Yan na. Mayroon ng determination ang Japan na it will defend the South China Sea. Siya na mismo na nagsabi, he will strongly defend yung Pilipinas sa Philippine Sea. Siya na nagsabi. Sinabi niya sa States. So, ang nangyayari ngayon, ang Japan is now the counterweight sa China together with the States. Kaya mayroon ng tripartite agreement between uh, uh, Japan, US, and the Philippines. Tayo lang ang mayroon ganun sa buong Southeast Asia. Tayo lang. Okay. Tinabaho po yan ng ating magaling na presidente.
Also, in March, I announced a new plan to realize the FOIP. Underlying this plan is our determination to lead the international community toward cooperation rather than division and confrontation, and to defend freedom and the rule of law at all costs. Today,
To defend the rule of law at all cost. Yun ang importante dyan, at all cost. Meaning, defend it to the last man. Yan ang parinig niya sa China. Kung marunong ka marunong ka mag-analyze, yun ang ipanaparinig niya sa China. Hindi lang sa bansang Pilipinas. Pinaparinggan niya ang China.
Today, I stand here to share with you my renewed commitment to further advance these efforts and to share with you my thoughts on how to do so.
Mm-hmm.
There are 4 pillars in the new FOIP plan. The first of these pillars is to uphold the principles for peace and rules for prosperity. This is the idea of building peace by confirming and promoting the basic principles that the international community should uphold. For example, stability in the Mindanao region is linked to peace and prosperity in the Indo-Pacific.
So, alam nyo ba na may agreement na si Kishida at si PBBM na tulungan ang Mindanao? They signed already an agreement. Tara, tulungan ang Bangsamoro. Meron na po siyang agreement. Napirmahan na po yan. Hi, Tessa Vargas. Salamat po.
From this perspective, Japan has supported the peace process and economic development over the past 2 decades. We just announced yesterday in a meeting with President Marcos the provision of heavy equipment for disaster management in Mindanao. This cooperation is based on the vision of the FOIP.
Magbibigay na ng heavy equipment ang Japan sa Mindanao. Nakuha ng Presidente Marcos yan. Dahil sa husay niya sa diplomasya.
Ladies and gentlemen, 50 years ago, Japan has initiated a dialogue with ASEAN ahead of the rest of the world. Since then, Japan and ASEAN have helped each other in times of difficulty and nurtured a relationship of trust with a heart-to-heart connection through exchanges amongst the peoples in a wide range of fields and at various levels. One of the lessons learned from this experience is the second pillar of the new FOIP plan, addressing challenges in an Indo-Pacific way. This is the idea of addressing global challenges in a realistic and practical manner and enhancing resilience and sustainability of each country as an equal partner.
Yeah, Right?
For example,
Eco
COVID
blocks.
19 expanded divisions and disparities in the international community. It is evident that the world as a whole must respond to international health challenges. Japan will support the ASEAN Center for Emerging Diseases and Public Health Emergencies to develop as a regional center of excellence. Japan will also promote the third pillar of the new 4-IP plan, which is to strengthen multi-layered connectivity. Needless to say, ASEAN is one of the priority regions in overcoming vulnerabilities by strengthening the linkages among countries.
Wow.
Japan will promote cooperation in line with our ASEAN outlook on the Indo-Pacific (AOIP), which resonates with the 4-IP. We will work with ASEAN to ensure that many countries support and cooperate for the principles and activities set forth in the AOIP, such as openness, transparency, inclusiveness, and a rules-based framework. In the G7 Hiroshima Leaders Communique, Japan led the way in strongly articulating our commitment to strengthen coordination with ASEAN, to support ASEAN centrality and unity, and to promote cooperation
Hi,
in
Concon
line
Blog.
with the AOIP. In March, Japan announced a new contribution of 100 million US dollars to the Japan ASEAN Integration Fund. In addition, in September, Japan launched the Japan ASEAN Comprehensive Connectivity Initiative to strengthen connectivity in both tangible and intangible fronts. We will also mobilize private sector funds to support ASEAN's resilience and sustainability. In the commemorative summit meeting in December, we will jointly formulate a vision to create a new era of sustainable and prosperous development together while building trust for the next generation. Ladies and gentlemen, Japan and the Philippines have strengthened their relationship at all levels in recent years. In 2016, which marked the 60th anniversary of a normalization of diplomatic relations, then Their Majesties Emperor and Empress of Japan visited the Philippines, and in February this year, President Marcos, together with President of the Senate Zubiri and Speaker of the House of Representatives Romualdez, visited Japan. In addition, various exchanges and cooperation between the two countries are underway, such as visit of members of the Japan-Philippines Parliamentarians Friendship League to the Senate and the House of Representatives of the Philippines this summer. Now, I would like to introduce some specific examples of our cooperation. First, security and defense
Yan,
cooperation.
ito na yung
The
importanteng
last
parte.
pillar of the new 4-IP plan is extending efforts for security and safe use of the sea to the air.
Ah,
Japan has hitherto provided 12 ships to the
yan, sinasabi ko. 12 ships ipapadala ng Japan sa ating Coast Guard. Nandun sa aking research po yan. Kaya alam ko ang sasabihin niya. 12 ships po. Tulong sa ating bansa na galing Japan po. Yan. Kaya importanteng pakinggan natin ang speech niya. Hindi ko na itatapik yan mamaya.
a Coast Guard to play a part in improving the Philippines' maritime security capability.
Palakpakan.
Furthermore, a Japanese firm delivered a warning and control radar to the Philippine Air Force.
Ay, na-topic ko na yan. Yung delivery of the surveillance radar. Pero ito po ay binili during the time of President Rodrigo Duterte. Ngayon lang i-deliver. Oh, yan, na-topic ko yan nung isang araw.
Last
Kinonfirm.
month in order to improve air domain awareness.
Okay.
Also, yesterday, Japan agreed with the Philippines to provide coastal surveillance radars to the
Yan.
Philippines Navy as the first cooperation project in the
Aside from delivery of the radar na in-order ni President Rodrigo Duterte, ngayon, sa time ni PBBM, magdi-deliver pa ulit ng ilang radar po dahil sa cooperation niya with Japan. Okay. Importante
abroad under
siya.
Japan's newly established Official Security Assistance OSA this year. Japan will continue to contribute to the enhancement of the Philippines' security capabilities, thereby contributing to regional peace and stability.
Okay.
Furthermore, we concurred with President Marcos to commence formal negotiations on a Japan-Philippines reciprocal access agreement.
Ito yung sinasabi niya na mayroong bilateral agreement ang Japan at sa Philippines na magkakaroon na ng visiting forces agreement ang Japan at sa Philippines. Ang ganda niya. Isang deterrent factor yan kontra sa China. Medyo kwida kasi ang China sa Japan. Hindi pa nananalo ang China sa Japan pagdating ng gera. Pati Russia nga, tinalo nga ng Japan eh. Okay. So, importante itong speech ni Prime Minister Kishida.
Japan intends to further deepen strategic cooperation with the Philippines in the future. Next, I'd like to touch upon cooperation in the areas of economy and investment.
Mhm.
Japan is the largest donor to the Philippines.
Largest donor. Kala ko China, yung pala Japan.
Through the 600 billion yen public-private assistance announced in February, which runs through March next year, we will continue to support economic and social development in line.
So, 600 million yen. Malaki yan. Tulong sa ating bansa. Nakuha ulit ng ating magaling na presidente. Hello, Miss Tessa Vargas ulit. Okay. Josephine Channel. Lady Red is here. Si Ruel Lingahan na is here. Mga galing yan. Okay. So, importante yung speech niya.
And with
Virgilio
President
Villanueva as well.
Marcos Build Better More program.
Virgilio Villanueva.
Villanueva is here.
For example, the construction of the Philippines' first subway system is underway in Manila with Japanese assistance.
Okay. Yun, kinonfirm na yung subway system ay tutulungan po ng Japan.
Also Lady Net, little one.
Lady, nabati ko na si Lady, si Josephine Channel. Okay. So, important.
I'm going to visit the construction site later today. I'm proud of the fact that Japan can play a part in this subway project, which is said to be a 50-year dream.
Hi, Charlene Kim. Binabati niya si Direktora. Batiin mo, Direktora. Si Charlie Kim.
Yeah.
Pinati mo?
No. Hi, Charlie Kim.
Uh,
Furthermore, Japan is one of the largest investors in the Philippines on a private sector basis. Public-private partnerships and investments in companies that contribute to decarbonization are also underway. The public and private sectors are eagerly working together to support the economic growth of the Philippines. We welcome the signing of a memorandum of cooperation in the field of tourism. We hope that through efforts such as the FIBA Basketball World Cup co-hosted by Japan, the Philippines, and Indonesia this year, our golden friendship will lead to the next generation. Japan and the Philippines have also deepened coordination in addressing global issues. As a native of Hiroshima, nuclear disarmament is my life work. I will continue to promote realistic and practical efforts toward a world without nuclear weapons. With this in mind, I am pleased that in September we were able to co-host the commemorative high-level event on a fissile material cut-off treaty FMCT with Foreign Minister Manalo.
mhm.
Regarding climate change, which the Marcos administration also attaches great importance to, we are deepening cooperation on energy transition through the realization of a Asia Zero Emission Community or AZEC concept. In December, we will hold the AZEC Summit meeting and will work with participating countries to pursue the common goal of net zero via various pathways for energy transitions according to each country's circumstance. Yolanda struck in 2013, Japanese people from the disaster-stricken area of Tohoku went to the Philippines to assist in the recovery and reconstruction efforts. This kind of relationship is what former Prime Minister of Japan
Tapos na. Yeah. So, that's it. Yung skip ko na yung mga hindi importante. I don't want to waste your time. So, maganda talaga ang nangyari sa pagbisita ng ating sa presidente sa Japan na ni-return naman niya nagbumisita ang Prime Minister of Japan sa atin. So, nakita natin. Ang importante doon yung 12 barko na ibibigay ng bansang Hapon sa Coast Guard. Pangtulong yan sa pag-prevent ng pambubuli ng China. Okay. Punta na tayo sa aking main topic. Yung iba dyan nagdududa sa aking thumbnail. Ano yung thumbnail ko? 38 million na jet ng Pilipinas. Tinalo ang 350 million jet ng USA. Kung napanood nyo yung Top Gun ni Tom Cruise, yung mga mock dogfight na yan ay importante po. They put a lot of importance sa mga mock dogfight. Only the best pilots go into the Top Gun school. So, pag naglaban ang Top Gun ng US at saka Top Gun ng Pilipinas, sino mananalo? 38 million dollar lang yung equipment natin galing pa sa South Korea. Ang ginastos ng Amerika sa isang jet nila ay 350 million. So bali, ang katumbas ng jet ng Amerika ay halos 10 jet ng Pilipinas. Pero ginamit lang ng Pilipinas ay isa. Laban, one-on-one. Sino nanalo? Siyempre, diyan pinapalabas po na tayo po ang nanalo. Ay, salamat po, Ma'am Lintik. Sa pagbibigay mo ng blessing. I appreciate it very much po. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So, barkadahan for Ever FM's here. Who else? Linte. Oh, yeah, you already acknowledged the blessing sent by Lintek. Batbet is here. Pugat Gaming. Winsel Pisces. Josephine Channel. I think Ronaldin Fuentes, 28, SSTV. SSTV Risa G.
Okay. Tingnan natin yung yan. So marami na sandali lang Sandali lang po. Okay. Basahin mo.
Think the F-22 is the sky's top dog? The Filipino FA-50 proved you wrong.
Yan. Yung unang balita, hindi po ako nag-iimbento dito. Okay.
One Raptor down. US F-22 loses air battle to new dog FA-50 in Cope Thunder military drills by Situ Sharma, October 30, 2023.
Kapapasok lang yan, ha? It does not really depend so much on the equipment. It depends on the skill of those handling the equipment. Mahusay talaga ang mga Pilipino sa pagkaganyan. Di ba? Nakaka-proud. So, pakita rin yan sa China. Baka nag-iisip nila, kayang-kaya nila ang ating mga piloto. Tapik sa balikat po, maraming salamat tatay for our guesting sa channel ko. It was a great discussion. Okay, nag-collab kami ni Inaro. Ang ganda ng aming diskusyon doon. Magaling din siya Inaro. Okay. So, ito.
The US fifth generation stealth aircraft F-22 Raptor, designed to kick the doors of enemies' air defenses, met a potent enemy in the Korean-made FA-50 fighter jet.
Alam niyo ba yung ibig sabihin ng stealth aircraft? Hindi po yan madidetect ng radar. There is a certain technology na hindi nagbabounce yung waves ng radar sa kanilang aeroplano. So, pambihira nangyari. Tinalo ng ating piloto ang Top Gun ng US. Nakakatawa po itong balitang ito. Tuwang-tuwa ako nung nakita ko ito. Sabi niya.
The last time the two were in an adversarial roll over the Luzon skies, the Philippines Air Force FA-50 went toe-to-toe against the American warjet and even claimed a kill against the F-22.
Again, it's a dogfight. Oh, natutuwa talaga ako. It is a dogfight. Hello, host. Greeting from Iraq. Okay. Si alleged leader. Okay. Oh, sabi niyo nagsisinungaling ako. Always credible po ang news stories dito. Okay.
Anong source?
Sa military news ng US. Okay.
Okay.
Dalawang source to. Hindi lang isang kinunan ko ng source.
You should probably put it down so I don't have to ask you each time. The Philippines Air Force claimed this feat in a journal entry. Fox 2 killed one Raptor on the right turn. These words from a Filipino fighter pilot crackled over the radio during an air combat exercise with an F-22 Raptor.
Kasi, so there was a combat exercise. So it's a mock dogfight. Okay. Sabi ng AFP ito.
This was an unprecedented achievement in history. The lead-in fighter aircraft of the Philippines effectively engaged and defeated a fifth-generation fighter in a simulated air combat scenario over the skies of Luzon as part of the Cope Thunder exercise, the journal entry read.
Okay. Okay. Ito ano yun? Well, ito may source na. Okay.
US F-22 Raptor finds rival in Korean FA-50 by admin, October 31st, 2023, Military View.
This is a source. Okay. Yung una, is, I think, sa Indian news yun eh. Pero pinatunayan ng military review na isang source sa mga military news, October 31. Yung previous article was October 30. So, hindi ko ipapublish po yan kung hindi corroborating evidence yung aking nakuha. Hindi tayo mapuproduce ng fake news dito. Okay.
The Philippines, an archipelago strategically located in the South China Sea, has seen the arrival of multiple state-of-the-art fighter jets. Significantly, it is reported that during the 2023 edition of the Cope Thunder exercise, the Korean FA-50 defeated the U.S. Air Force's F-22 Raptor, marking the resumption of this event after a 33 years hiatus.
Okay, so confirm na po. Naglaban sa mock dogfight ang Philippine FA-50 versus F-22 ng States. Sino nanalo? Yung piloto ng Pilipinas, magaling. Magaling siguro. Alam mo man, parang jeepney driver na kung saan saan nakakalusot. Okay, basahin mo yung kay
Inaro Story says, kaya wag tayong tinatakot sa giyera. Hindi na tayo bagito sa digmaan at dumaan sa matatagal na pananakop ng world powers. Nagkataon lang na mahirap lang talaga tayong basa. Sa parehong panalo ng US sa Spain at sa Japan, Hindi madalas na kinukwento ang importanteng papel natin sa panalo.
Okay, for that, Sinaro Stories get the first medal po. Well, si Inaro Stories, vlogger din po yan. Ang galing-galing vlogger. Magaling mag-research po yan. Kaya kung di pa kayo mag-subscribe naman kayo kay Inaro Stories. Okay. So, basahin natin ito.
Japan Prime Minister Kishida vows continued support to Philippines' infrastructure development under PBBM's Admin's Build Better More policy, November 4, 2023.
Hindi ko na masyadong explain kasi narinig natin sa speech, okay? Basahin pa natin.
Japan Prime Minister Fumio, ay parang hindi Fumio ang pag-pronounce kanina ng Japanese person.
Hindi
Hindi
tayo
ko alam eh. Okay. Kishida on Friday said his government will continue supporting the Philippines' public-private infrastructure developments in line with the Marcos administration's Build Better More policy, in addition to smart agriculture and renewable energy adoption.
So, hindi lang sa build mo, pati sa agriculture at saka renewable energy adoption. Okay.
Si Roel Lingahan vlog says, sa Battle of Yultong, tinalo ng Filipino soldiers ang China.
Ay, hindi ko alam yan.
Actual war yun sa Korea.
Hindi ko alam yan. Kaya you deserve as the second medal po. Ruel Lingan. Nakakailang beses ka na naka-medal, Ruel. Kasi kung totoo yan, that is factual yan, ay magaling pala sa tigmaan ng Pilipino. Kaya tama yung sabi ni Inar, huwag tayong matakot masyado. Basta mayroon tayong modern na kagamitan, ay pwede tayong manalo. At saka, tatandaan nyo, malaking lawak ng dagat ang separating us from China. Hindi adjacent ang China sa Pilipinas. Bago sila makarating dito na mag-advance ang troops, ay alam na natin na lalanding na sila. Kaya, may prepare natin ang depensa. Alayo ng China. So, led by then, Captain Fidel Ramos. Kaptakan kay Fidel Ramos. Okay.
Yeah, it says on Google that
Kita niyo,
the Yultong. This is the story of 900 Filipino soldiers who defeated 40,000 Chinese and North Korean forces on the hills of Yultong.
Ay, hindi ko alam yan. Congratulations, Ruel. Talagang mahusay ka. Kinonfirm ng aking direktora yung sinabi mo, and it is true sa Google. Ganyan kahusay ang channel na ito. When there is information, it can be checked immediately. Oh, congratulations din, Direktora. Okay. 900 soldiers against 40,000 Chinese. Nakaka-uplift ng moral natin yan. Nakaka-uplift. Missiles ang laban ngayon. Pero hindi tayo gagamitan ng missiles. Kasi kung gagamitan tayo ng missiles, gagamitin din ng missiles ng US ang China. Kaya nga, nung nakagera nung nakagera ang Vietnam at saka China, mayroon na nuclear warheads ang China. Pero nung giyera ng Japan, ng China at Vietnam, sa ground war, hindi nagkagamitan ng missiles. Conventional weapons po ang ginamit. Ganyan din ang mangyayari. Kasi kung gagamit po sila ng missiles, they all out war, ang mangyayari, isusugal ba nila ang more than 1.5 billion na katauhan nila sa 110 million lang? Isipin nyo, the mathematics ng casualties of war. 1.5 billion ang population ng China compared to 110 million ang Pilipinas. Maiilis sa mundo ay 110 million na Pilipino, pero ilan ang maiilis na Chinese? 1.5 billion. Assuming that nobody survives the nuclear attack of the Allies. Hindi lang ang US. Kaya, sabi ni Chupaengwen, basahin mo ka.
Limited only to water cannons and green beam of laser lights, not missiles.
Mayroong
Tinalo story says at Raul, saludo. Ipaalala natin yan sa mga tinatakot nating kabayan. Ang Pinoy di lang matapang, mautak pa. Ang lakas ng China ay hina din nila. Population.
Okay nga. Tama. Nakuha mo yung punto ko, Inaro. Na hindi isusugal ng China ang 1.5 billion population nila sa population natin. Okay. Basahin pa si Ruel.
Ruel Lingahan says, balikatan, making our soldiers to operate sophisticated weapons. Once nagkagyera, pwede nang utangin yung mga gamit na yan.
Sinabi ka kanina, kay Simply Talkies, ha? Na minsan kasi ang states, ang binibigay sa ating mga kagamitan ay bulok. Kaya napilitan si Pinoy na mag-order sa South Korea. Ang nag-order po ng FA-50 ay si Pinoy.
That's good.
Di ba? Palakpakan kay Pinoy. Pero dumating nung panahon ni Presidente Duterte. Pwede namang i-cancela ni President Duterte yung order eh. Pero pinayagan niya ang order na mga jets yan. At saka bumili pa siya ng surveillance radar in order to protect our sovereignty. Kaya nung aming collab ni Inaro Stories, we set the premise na lahat ng naging presidente natin ay inalagaan as much as possible. They wanted to preserve our territory. They loved our country. Maski nung pulay mo, I would like to commend Inaro Stories for saying, maski dilawan ka, maski DDS ka, maski Iluelsa, pagdating sa bansa, dapat magkaisa tayo.
Yung comment ni Virgilio Villanueva, binasa mo ba? Hindi natin nabasa yata.
Binasa ko.
Oh yeah, but the second part, ang EDCA puputirahin ng missiles.
Oo nga, puputirahin ng missiles. Pika ka nga, hindi susugal yan. Biniliyo. Oo. Isipin mo, 1 bilyon at kalahating bilyon ay 1.5. Hindi susugal yan. Bully lang ang China. Di nila nagawa sa Vietnam yan eh. Ang nagawa nila, tinalo ang Vietnam sa naval battle ni 1988. 64 Vietnamese were killed. Kasi walang naval capability ang Vietnam. Pero sa ground war, lampaso sila sa Vietnam. They were forced to withdraw. Okay.
Okay, read. Philippines, Japan explore defense pact amid China tensions. Cliff Benson and Isabel Reynolds, Friday, November 3.
Ang source ko po ay Bloomberg.
The Philippines and Japan agreed to begin discussions on mutual military visits and strengthen security ties with the U.S. amid heightened tensions with China over disputed waters. Japan, a key defense partner for the Philippines, also agreed to provide patrol vessels and defense equipment to help boost Manila's maritime law enforcement capabilities, Kishida said Kishida,
Okay.
who's in the Manila.
Ayun, na-mention niya sa speech. Mayroong isang comment si Ruel. Basahin mo na.
Romel. Ang gera.
Balikatan.
Yan, nabasa ko na yan. Ang gera ay talino, tapang at diskarte. Even before dehado tayo, kanyon sila, itak at sibat sa atin. For almost 300 years, lumaban ang mga Pilipino.
Galing ulit. Ruel. Historical perspective yan. Okay. Ang ganda, ang galing ng... Ano, kung nagko-comment kayo, mas lively ang ating diskusyon. Kaso walang nagko-comment eh. Ito.
AFP chief sees new fighter jets for Philippine military before Duterte steps down.
Okay.
By Francis Mangosing, Inquirer.net, December 7, 2020.
So, maski anong sabihin nyo kay PRRD, talagang inisip niya na pangalagaan ang soberenya ng Pilipinas. Bakit nyo parating puro yung masasama? Ang ibinibalita nyo, hindi nyo i-disclose yung mga magandang na ginawa ng presidente. Kayo naman. Gusto nila pagawain ng mga Duterte at saka Marcos. At saka Romualdez perhaps. Kailangan natin ngayon ay unity. Ito lang. Sinasabi niyo na maka-China siya. Bakit bumili siya ng mga kakamitan panlaban sa China? Bakit siya bibili ng kakamitan kundi niya gagamitin para sa depensa ng Pilipinas? Isip-isipin niyo yan. Isip-isipin niyo yan. Yan ba ang hindi nagmamahal sa Pilipinas at puro pagmamahal sa China ang iniisip niya? Sabi nga niya, kaibigan ko ang China, pero pagdating sa teritoryo, ibang usapan yan. Di ba? In one of his interviews, naitaka ko yan dito sa ating channel. Kaya ang lakas ko magsabi niyang kami. Mahal niya presidente ang Pilipinas. Maski mas kinikilingan niya ang China kaysa sa States. Ito na ang patunay. Noong 2020, may intention siya bumili ng fighter jets for the Philippines. Okay.
Tiu Paenguen says I agree, Roel, sorry. Talino ang kailangan, hindi kabaliktaran. And Roel Lingahan says, ang pagmamahal sa bayan ay walang katapat na armas.
Ayan ang pinakamagandang comment ngayon. Yung last statement po ni Ruel. Ang pagmamahal sa bayan ay walang katapat armas. It goes with the principle of this channel that love of country takes precedence over loyalty to any politician, blogger, or any person. Kaso, karamihan ng mga viewers, loyal sa blogger, hindi sa bansa. Nautos sila ng mga vlogger eh. Na gusto pagawain ng dalawang kampo. Nautos sila eh. It's a hard comment, pero yan nakatotohanan. Masakit man aminin, pero
The FA-50 developed using KAI's T-50 Golden Eagle trainer is equipped with radar technology, air-to-air missiles, and precision strike capabilities via guided bombs and air-to-ground missiles.
okay.
The Philippines has used the aircraft in counterinsurgency operations since 2017.
Okay. Ito, masakit amin ito, pero totoo.
The Philippine military is one of the weakest in Asia and retired the last of its US-designed F-5 fighters in 2005.
So, ito ang view na military view. Yung source ng story. The Philippines is one of the weakest in Asia and retired the last of the US-designed F-5. Yung Phantom Jet yan. In 2005. Hindi fake news yan, Toki. Sabi ko, ang comment ko dyan ay sometimes ang kagamitan yung binibigay natin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sabi niya, maka-US ako. I'm just fair in calling a spade a spade. Oh, bulot sometimes binibigay na kagamitan. So, tama ang move ni Pinoy na bumili sa South Korea na F-50. Sa kita mo, ay nanalo tayo sa mag-globe fight. Sa
Okay, comment ni Roel again. Sabi nga ng isang great philosopher Tay, ang pinakamabigat daw kalaban ay ang mismong sarili.
Tama! Si
Inaro Story says, kaya ang dulo ng lupang hinirang ay ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo, hindi magpakamatay, hindi lalaban, at hindi rin pumatay, hindi agresibo at bully.
Ang gagaling ng mga komentaryo ng dalawang medalist ko. I'm very happy with this episode. Kala ko walang manunood. Walang mag-comment dito sa... Let's go to the more important topics now. Ito.
It really helps when you have people in the viewers who have great historical perspective.
Yeah, there is this scenario. Both of them are not pro-BBM. Sa inaamin nila na they are from different camps. Si Ruel, naamin niya. Bumoto siya kay Lenny. Pero magaling silang makomentaryo. Hindi, porque Okay, ito, importante po. Ito news lang. Para kagabi kasi, diniscount ko yung istorya na mayroong mayroong
Kudeta plan.
kudita plan. Okay. Okay. Kung nababasa niyo ba yan? Can you read it?
Philippine military remains loyal to President Marcos, says National Security Advisor.
Okay. Basahin. State news na ito.
Manila,
Kapapasok lang.
November 4, 2023, 11:23 p.m. Okay, the Philippines' National Security Advisor on Saturday rejected talk of a plot to destabilize the government of President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., saying the military and the entire security sector were loyal to their commander-in-chief. I hope that means they are still loyal. Were, not were.
Ang sabi ko, in this morning, ang sabi ko, ang mga dissatisfied po ay ang mga retired military personnel because may plano si PBBM na re-reform yung pension plan nila. Kaya umaalma ang mga ito. Kasi ayaw nila ang pulisiya ni President Marcos na reform yung pension plan ng military uniform personnel. Pero diniscuss ko na yan. Kaya na importante na ma-reform po yung pension plan nila because it will lead to economic disaster kung hindi po ma-reform ang pension plan nila. Pero they are selfish. They are not thinking of our country. They are only thinking of their self-interest. Sama yan. Dapat pangunahan mo, mahalin ng bansa kaysa sa iyong sarili. Yes, okay.
Yes, there were healthy and passionate exchanges and debates among some retired or former military officers, and even some criticism against certain policies of the current administration. But they are within the bounds of our democratic space, Mr. Ano said in a statement. Ano said in a statement.
Di ba? Puro retired or former military officers ang nag-aalburuto. Bakit nga? Simple lang analysis ko. Bakit sila against the policy? Because it will affect them. Kung marireform po ang pension nila, ay may didecrease yung akala nila, madidecrease ang tinatanggap nila. Kaya selfish po. At certain policies. What are the certain policies? Yung proposed reform of the retirement pension plan nila. Kasi simple analysis yan. Opinion ko yan that is my opinion. Sinasabi ko opinion ko yan. Okay.
There is no destabilization plot and movement against the government, he said.
Okay.
Mr. Año's remarks came after the country's military chief, General Romeo Bronner, was quoted in the media as telling troops on Friday that he had heard of destabilization efforts, with some military officers saying the president should be replaced for many reasons and there should be another coup d'etat.
Ay, may pinatatamaan dito si AF Chief. Yung mayroong general dyan na parating nag-blab-blab kontra kay President Marcos. Tinawag pa nga niya na walang boss ang ating presidente, na ubusin niya ang pera. So, dapat mapalitan na siguro ang he borrows his intelligence from a very non-intelligent person in the person of Maharlika Borjakera. Kung ano ang sinasabi ni Maharlika Borjakera, yun ang ini-echo niya. Wala siyang sariling katalinuhan. Sino ang nagsasabing dapat matapos ang paggogobyerno ni PBBM? Si Borjakera. At sino nag-e-echo niyan? Si General na retired na vlogger. Walang katalinuhan. Ninsang araw, pinakita ko na walang katalinuhan kasi sabi niya, si Rojas magiging Secretary of Department of Agriculture kasi nakita niya magkasama si Rojas at saka si Presidente. Tulad nung sinabi ni Maharlika na since magkasama si Michael Ma at saka si First Lady sa isang picture, ay pareho na silang smuggler. Nagkakamali kayo. Kung mag-aakusa kayo, i-present nyo yung ebidensya, hindi po yung photograph. Hindi po yung video na magkasama sila. Mag-present po kayo ng ebidensya. Ay, naku naman. Kulang kayo sa katalino, pati yung mga viewers na subscribe sa inyo, ay nabobobo nyo. Nauuto nyo dahil sa pag-udyok na magalit sa ating presidente na wala naman kayong ebidensya. Good morning. Kami volleyball. Noong minsan, may pinay ko yung vlog mo tungkol sa Manila Bay Education. Oliver's TV Mix. Basahin natin yung mga...
Okay. Inaro Story says, ha. Gawain ng mga walang magawang politiko at tagasunod nila. Apolitical ang military, and the way the present admin is supportive of the military, katulad din ng past admin.
Another good point. Okay.
TU Paenguen says, I agree, Tatay Jack. We must stand as a nation with good economic policy, not just increasing everybody's salary and pension.
Sorry, bibigyan sana kita ng medalya for that comment, Chupaeng, pero wala na akong bibigay. Dalawang medalya ang binibigay ko. Pero that is a very good comment po. Sana hindi ka mawala. Dito walang bangayan po. This is straight intelligent discussion. Sa ibang side, okay. Nagkakabanggaan yung mga viewers. Dito, you put down your opinion. And I will give my opinion. Hindi tayo palos parehas ng opinion, but I will respect your opinion. Okay.
Ruelingahan says, ayaw ninyo ng martial law? Huwag bigyan ng pagkakataon ang sitting president na magkaroon ng martial law. Ang kudita ay pwede maging cause ng martial law.
Correct again. Ang gagaling. Kung sino pa nasa kablang kampo, sila pa ang magagaling mag-present ng komentaryo. Si Ruel at si Inaro. Ewan ko lang si Chupay is ngayon ko lang nakita ng kumandang bagi. Si Chupay. Magaling dito siguro si Chupay. Okay. So, sandaan nyo.
Okay. Mr. Anyo said General Bronner was misquoted or misinterpreted by the media. The security sector shall remain vigilant and ready to take immediate action against any sinister group that will undermine our national security, Mr. Anyo said. Mr. Marcos, the son and namesake of the late Philippine strongman, deposed in a 1986 People Power uprising, won office in a landslide victory in the 2022 presidential election.
Okay. So nawala yata ako. Okay. So much for that. We go to another topic. Yung appointment ni
Francisco Chu Laurel.
Francisco Chu Laurel. So, kaya kailangan ng valid topics dito. Ito po. Si Risa Hontiveros na naman. Okay, sandali. Kailangan.
This is by Junex Doronio. What paper is this?
Maharlika, something like that. Okay, but it,
Looks like Presidential Body Agriculture Secretary Francis Chu Laurel Jr. will have rough sailing for his confirmation hearing as opposition Senator Risa Hontiveros has expressed her firm resolve to grill fishing magnate turned agriculture secretary Francisco Chu Laurel Jr. on the veracity of rumors of conflict of interest.
ay, sasabi ko lang sa iyo, Miss Senator Hontiveros, sinabi na nag-divest na si Laurel sa mga interest niya. Kung di ka naniniwala at inaakusahan mo siya na may conflict of interest, magpresenta ka ng evidence. Madali lang naman yan eh. Pumunta ka sa Secretary and Exchange Commission. Tanungin mo kung nag-divest na ba si Laurel sa kanyang mga ari-arian to avoid conflict of interest. Yung mga nagsasabi na hindi totoo yan, patunayan yung hindi totoo. Present to us yung evidence na hindi siya nag-divest. He is not required to give the evidence that he no longer has business interest which he formerly owned. Kayo ang nag-aakusa. Mag-present kayo ng ebidensya na hindi pa siya nag-divest. Simple lang. Kayo ang nag-aakusa. Kayo ang mag-present ng evidence. Okay.
What would you expect? Hontiveros is so anti-PBBM. It's her, like I said, it's her agenda
Okay. So,
to rock the boat.
okay.
Hontiveros pointed out that the government's policies on food security under the DA should not be compromised for corporate and oligarchic interests.
Okay, binibigyan na naman niya ng kulay. Oligarchic interest. In fact, kasi bilyonaryo ito. Oligarch na siya. Kaya nga, approve ako sa kanya. Naging bilyonaryo kasi mahusay sa business. At saka, hindi na mangungurakot yan. Kasi, kung nangurakot yan, at saka na-discovering nangurakot siya, mawawala ang mga bilyonis niya. Ito, ano ang dahilan?
The Democratic Socialist lawmaker who will be the
Sandali,
likely
pakiulit mo. Hindi po ako nagsasabi niyan na.
the Democratic Socialist lawmaker who will be the likely opposition standard bearer
Opposition standard bearer?
in 2028 stated on Friday, November 3, after President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. announced Laurel's appointment as the new DA
Kaya
chief.
pala, tama ka, direktora. Tama ka sa pantahan mo. Kaya siya umepal She hopes to be the likely opposition standard bearer. O, so mayroon ng kakumpetensya si Rafi Tulfo. Ano nangyari kay Madam Leni Robredo? Nagpaplano na pala siya. Sabi nila, hindi ako nasabi ha. Malinaw yan, hindi ko sabi yan. La likely opposition standard bearer. Kaya pala, pinupulaan niya na si Laurel. Okay. Kung pahihirapan niya, anong sabi niya? Magkakahirapan na. Magkakahirapan sa confirmation nito. Pahihirapan daw niya si Laurel sa pag-confirmation hearing. Magandang balita sa akin ito. Win-win situation sa akin ito. Kasi, kung di nila aproban yung appointment ni Laurel, mapipilitan si President Marcos to stay on. Di ba?
Yep.
Di ba yun ang advocacy ako? Na hanggat wala siyang napipiling magaling na papalit sa kanya, wag siya mag-resign as secretary. Ngayon, kung i-deny nila yung appointment, so ano mangyari? Matatagalan ulit bago siya pipili. It's a win-win situation sa aking pananaw. Sige, pahirapan mo. Pahirapan mo. Pag mong ikumpirma, at si President Marcos pa rin ang magiging DA Secretary.
Sabi ni Tio Paenguen, Risa was disappointed. She was expecting another Kiko to be appointed as DA Secretary.
Kiko Pangilinan? Tama ba? Kiko Pangilinan?
Well, he just said Kiko. So, that, I mean, maybe.
Okay.
Roel Lingahan says, dapat may kabatiran sa kalakaran ng posisyon na kinalalagyan. Abogado sa Supreme Court, negosyante sa DTI, engineer sa DPWH at doktor sa DOH para maayos na makakagalaw ang ahensya.
Tama. Ang Department of Agriculture ay hindi lang magsasaka ang sakop. May fisheries po. Fisher po. And besides, may konektado po si Laurel sa agriculture. Kasi may business siya. May business siya affecting agricultura. So, sabi ko na magaling si Manny Piñol, pero hindi siya sa agrikultura, yung tungkol talaga sa agrikultura, pero kulang siya sa economics. Kaya nung nag-resign pa, tinanggap ni President Rodrigo Duterte yung resignation niya kasi kontra siya doon sa ekonomista, doon sa tariff. So, sabi ko, sa aking pananaw, para maging successful kang Secretary of the Department of Agriculture, dapat maalam ka sa agricultura, fisheries, pero mayroon kang alam sa ekonomiya. And si Secretary Laurel, kaya ko tinapik siya noon, I think is deserving of that position. Ako lang yata ang vlogger na nag-topic tungkol kay Laurel. I foresaw that he might become the Secretary of the Department of Agriculture. Pakibasa ulit.
Inaro Story says, at TU, hehehe. Walang connection kay Sen Risa, sir. Yung hindi pagkaka-appoint kay Rojas. Baka chismis din yun. The president has the appointing power and it's his prerogative. Legislation ang trabaho ni Risa. TU Paeng responds, I just want you to laugh, Inaro. May sagot si Inaro. Sabi niya, at TU, got it, bro. And what Laurel did immediately settled the issue of Risa. If there is political rhetoric na lang ni Risa yan as opposition. Hehehe. Essence of democracy.
Okay, so tignan natin ang so much for Risa Devers. Let us okay. Let us
Roel Lingahan says while you're looking, babasahin ko lang. Kung mahusay, it's sa puwera ang kulay. Jokno and Babe Singson was Pinoy men. Were Pinoy men. So yeah. So they belong to the opposite side.
Okay. Ito, ang answer ko kay Risa Ontiveros. Ito po. Coming from the Inquirer. Ito po.
New DA Chief Chu Laurel.
Hindi lang mababasa yan.
Yeah, I'm reading it.
Okay. Okay. Ito, ebidensya ko laban kay Risa Ontiveros. Galing from Inquirer na hindi makabibumbong Marcos yan. Hindi yan makabumbong Marcos yan. Ano ang sabi?
New DA Chief Chu Laurel has divested himself of his businesses. Garafil.
Okay. Sino si Garafil? PCO Office, Cabinet Secretary, na hindi po magsasabi na hindi katotohanan kasi malilintikan siya. So yung mga mayapal na senador na gusto tumakbo sa 2030, hindi po ako nagsabi niyan. Sabi ng news story. Mayapal kasi sila. Ako naman. Okay. Dito po, pag nag-present po tayo, parating may ebidensya, napapasin nyo. Mga kaibigan, maski ko kunti ang nanonood, pero ahead kayo sa mga issues. Punta tayo.
You should get rid of that bulok statement.
Ang bulok. Okay. Okay, basahin mo.
Alis mo yung bulok statement. Kanina pa yan.
Okay. Ay, nako.
While you're doing that, I'll start reading. Manila, Philippines. Newly installed Department of Agriculture, or DA, Secretary Francisco Chu Laurel Jr. has divested himself of his businesses. Presidential Communications Office, or PCO, Secretary Cheloy Garafil said on Friday. Prior to the appointment, Laurel was president of Frabel Fishing Corporation, a fishing company based in Manila.
Okay.
He has just...
Sandali. Babalik ko. Nawala ko tuloy.
taken his oath in Malacanang. As per Secretary Laurel, he already divested his interests from his companies. Garofil told Inquirer.net in a Viber message. According to the Code of Conduct and Ethical Standards for Public Officials and Employees, employees must not have a conflict of interest.
That is enough. This the meat of the story that is important po. Kaya nga, almost 1 hour and 30 minutes na tayo. So, that is enough for today. Magbabasa na lang tayo
Okay.
ng mga komento. Thank you, Ruel. Thank you, Inaro. Thank
Ruel,
you,
yeah,
Chupaeng.
has for a couple more comments at least. Senator Manny Villar ay naging DPWH sec noon. Isang housing developer ang pamilya niya. Wala namang nasilip na kontrobersya.
Yo,
Tapos
tama.
sabi niya, sorry, not Manny, yung anak.
Siya, kasi kung personal business interest ang pinag-uusapan natin. Hindi pinag-uusapan ng pera ng pamilya. Yan ang nakalagay sa Constitution. Kasi, bakit mo tatanggalin ang interest ng pamilya nila? Why punish a prospective good servant sa ating gobyerno? Why punish the family? Okay, so wala na po.
Lizelle Zeal TV is here.
Okay, salamat po sa mga nanood ngayon. Dalas-dalasan nyo magpunta. Dito sa channel ko, mahilig ako magbigay ng breaking news. Hindi po, basta may breaking news na akala ko ay importante sa ating bansa, ilalat ko yun, prate. Hindi tayo mahilig dito sa awayan.
You're always welcome here, Tiyo Paeng Gwen.
Okay, so welcome to, you are a nice addition to my channel, Chupaeng. I don't know.
And Roel Lingahan, discussion's very interesting when you're around.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. My, love you all.
Thanks so much, and thank you to Miss Lintek for the blessings.
Thank you to Miss Tessa Vargas for the support. For the support ng mga members mo sa akin channel. Please support si Miss Lintek. Ay, napakagaling na. Siya nagpag-graduate sa akin sa 1,000. Utang na malaking loob ko yan sa kay Miss Lintek.
And don't forget the SSTV family.
Of course, SSTV, always. They are the first ones I have to thank. Mahusay tayong tumanaw ng utang ng loob. Okay.
Good night.
Good night.
Good morning.
Okay. Daylight savings time na. So, on every Sunday dyan sa Pilipinas, sa Saturday dito, mayroon kaming collab ni Inaro Stories. You should try to visit. And paramihin natin ang mga subscribers ni Inaro. Ang galing-galing po niyan. So, of that, I special mention po si Charlene Kim na punta rito. Malaking utang ko na loob ko rin yan. Si Charlene Kim. Okay.
Yep.
Wala na?
Wala na. Bye now.
Bye now. Okay, I ended the stream.